Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and we are taking a look today at the ACME supermarket that is located currently in Morris Plains, New Jersey. Now, unfortunately, we have learned some very sad news that this ACME store, which is located in Morris Plains, New Jersey, at the intersection of... Give me 1 second here, guys. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. In Morris Plains, New Jersey, at the intersection of Hanover Avenue and U.S. Route 202. This ACME will be closing by Saturday, June 26th, 2021 will be the final day of operation for this ACME. The pharmacy within the ACME supermarket will be closing on Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. So we'll get a quick view of this ACME store. This is an original ACME, of course, something very rare, especially within this part of New Jersey. So I don't know exactly when this ACME actually opened up, but this ACME was always an ACME. This has been an ACME for many years, even before they were able to take over some supermarkets from the Great Atlantic and Pacific Company. But this was an original ACME store for North Jersey, and they have a Save-On pharmacy. So again, just a very basic looking ACME supermarket. It was just announced today that the store is unfortunately closing. So we will read the article in a couple of minutes here, but I want to get you guys a view of this store. So they have a food and pharmacy department, and that's the only entrance. It's one of those stores where they have like the exit here and the entrance there. Typical, like, I guess, 70s supermarket layout. The supermarkets are much different now, but this was a very different time when this store was built, of course. Again, if anybody can tell me when this store was built, you can leave it in the comments section below. But yes, this ACME store that is located in Morris Plains, New Jersey, will be closing on, Saturday, June 26th, 2021. So this is a view of that store. You can see the Save-On pharmacy. I guess that's one of the branded ACME pharmacy. So this ACME is completely going away. Very little loading area for trucks. Yeah, that is very, very, very small. We have the store dumpster back here, I believe. Yeah, are we gonna be able to get access to it? No, yeah, no, because then we're done. Then I'm just looking at people's cars, and I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, this is the back area. Okay, yeah, that is where the loading dock for the trucks is. I kind of get why they are closing the store logistically. It must have been a POS for these trucks to get in and out. I kind of get why. It's probably an obsolete supermarket. Plus, compared to another supermarket, I get why they're closing this. I get why they're closing this ACME in particular. But we'll get a 3D view of it, I guess. This is the north part of the building. The south part of the building. The west entrance, which is the only entrance inside. I bet at one point they actually, you know what? Probably at one point they had an entrance here and an exit here. But I guess they just figured they'd move it, because this is not like your traditional supermarket now. Supermarkets now are much, much, much bigger. This is definitely this is the size of like an Aldi or a Lidl nowadays. This ACME supermarket in particular. But I guess back in the day, didn't have a lot of space to work with. But who would have known they would have lucked out and got a lot of leases for A&P, Pathmark, Wallbums, or not Superfresh. So. But I guess they couldn't have predicted the downfall of that. So before we take a look at where there's other geographical ACMEs, I think it's time for me to read the article. So the article is, it's closing time for the ACME at Morris Plains. Store closing. Please shop at our nearby ACME location at 690 Millbrook Avenue in Randolph, New Jersey. Thank you for your patronage at Morris Plains. It's closing time for the ACME in Morris Plains. ACME's pharmacy will close on Wednesday, May 19th, 2021, with all the prescriptions from that pharmacy right now inside the ACME, that will be transferred to the Walgreens pharmacy at 203 South Street in Morristown, New Jersey. Yep. In Morristown. Signs posted in the Speedwell Avenue supermarket thank shoppers for their patronage and ask them to visit the chain's Randolph location. The store will shut down by June 26, 2021, which is, if you look at this calendar really quick, Typically, I wouldn't do this, but this calendar is literally right here. June 26th is a Saturday. So Saturday will be the final day of operation for this ACME. In March, the Morristown Green reported that ACME's days were numbered as its landlord circulated a leasing brochure calling for a large pharmacy, a retail space, and a fast food restaurant on the 4-acre property at 329 Speedwell. Well, that really doesn't make a lot of sense. You would think that they would transfer everyone's prescriptions to the pharmacy that's going to be going on the spot of the ACME. I mean that right? I mean, wouldn't that make sense? Why make people drive further? At least they can that. At least that area is still going to have a pharmacy. I don't know. Anyways, not my thinking. Not my thinking. So what they're doing at the spot, they said the landlord is calling for a leasing brochure for a large pharmacy, a retail space, and a fast food restaurant on the 4-acre property at 329 Speedwell. With this store, the lease was coming to an expiration, and although we pursued, we were unable to reach an agreement with the landlord to renew, and therefore we will deploy our team and resources to other locations to serve our customers, Ward said in a statement Monday. So this is the statement they say. Closing a store is always a tough decision, and let me assure you, they are not made without a great deal of consideration. But we are focused on growing our business and reinvesting in those resources into other locations. We look forward to continuing to provide our customers with clean, fresh, full, and friendly shopping experiences, Ward said. Employees at the Morris Plains store will be offered transfers to nearby stores, the spokesperson said. The closest locations are Randolph, Denville, Boonton, and New Providence. Online records show that the Morris Plains track was acquired by $2.6 billion Online records show that the Morris Plains track was acquired for $2.6 billion in 2014 by Morris Plains Speedwell LLC, which is the mailing address of Baltimore, Maryland. Ward said in March that the store's run in Morris Plains dates to October 24th, 1977. Wow, okay, so this store has been here since 1977. That's a really long time for this ACME. Although Morris Green readers share early moments of ACME in the borough, Morris Plains is one of 72 New Jersey locations of ACME, which is a subsidiary of Albertsons Companies, Inc. And then this is all that other stuff. So, look, I get why they're closing the ACME. First of all, look at the parking lot. For a supermarket today, I kind of get why they didn't want to. That they realized that even for today, this grocery store was built in 1977. This is obsolete for today's people shopping at grocery stores. So given that the ACME in Morris Plains is going away, let's take a look geographically of where shoppers can visit other nearby ACME stores. They can also visit other supermarkets too, but in particular, I'm going to focus on ACME. So this is the one this is the one in Morris Plains. So employees will have the opportunity to transfer to either the Randolph store ACME or the one up in Denville. So the store in Randolph, I believe, I believe was an old AMP or Pathmark that ACME easily picked up. I don't know, or was this always an ACME, But you can see compared to the one in Morris Plains, this parking lot is definitely a lot more, structured for today. Even though it is small, it's not as small as the one in Morristown. Now, I don't know if this ACME in Randolph was another supermarket at one point. So the Randolph ACME was always an ACME. I know the other ACME used to be another supermarket. We'll take a look quick at that, and then there's the one up in Boonton. So we'll take a look quick at this one. This one, I believe, used to be either Superfresh or AMP. Superfresh, I know, was the New Jersey version of AMP. This one was definitely, okay, yeah, which one was this? AMP Fresh, okay, that's all I need to know. Okay, yeah, this was an AMP that ACME took over. So, geographically, it just makes sense to close Morris Plains. 11 minutes west of here, and then you got the one up north, and you got the one up here. So geographically, like looking at it on a map, you could kind of see why that they want to get rid of Morris Plains. And I'm sure the employees, are probably looking to get severance packages, or they're going to transfer, because they did say in the article that employees would be given the opportunity to go ahead and transfer to the other nearby Acme stores that actually need um, the employees. So I actually do see this as a good thing, because they're using this as a they're using this as a market correction strategy, and what that basically means is they're putting resources towards stores that do profitable. My guess was Morris Plains was such an underperforming location, they weren't making any returns, so they couldn't renew the lease on the building, and the property owner, or the landlord rather, had different plans in mind. So a closing like this makes sense. It absolutely makes sense for Acme to do this. And it's not because Acme is struggling. I mean, Acme got really lucky when A&P and Pathmark went under. But this is to correct the number of stores they have in this area. Because right now they have 4. And with them getting rid of Morris Plains, I think it'll be much better. The stores will be, not too close to each other. And that's basically why. So... anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. To check out the article for the Acme closing in Morris Plains, please make sure to check the video description below, as I will be giving the link to the article so you guys can read the article. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that will be it.